to start things off, we're definitely, before we're coming up is, well, she's been everywhere in Philadelphia. She's from DC. She performed Vanderbilt Blues, Unity Weekend with DAS and put it up worldwide. It's also, well, yesterday was her birthday, right? So right now we have to sing happy birthday to her in order to get her up. So let's start it off with happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Stephanie. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. Brothers and sisters, Stephanie, Renee.
Good evening, everybody. Oh man, trying to do a wide range of things for you all tonight. And I told Marv to hook me up with something with a little attitude first. We're going to start out with something that's a little angrier, and then working down to the softer stuff. So this first one I'm going to do is something I wrote for a good friend of mine who is out battling monsters. And I wanted to put something on his mind while he does that kind of thing. So I wrote this for him. It's called Mirror, Mirror. Sorry, working copy of the new book, so I can't bear with me. Mirror, mirror. Though your mirror tells tales of medieval gallantry, albino horses and lizard homicide, though your lips spin hypnotic yarns of romance, woven as intricately as the capes that swish to announce your arrival, and though you're tall, dark, and handsome, lures the unsuspecting with songs, gentle kisses, and happily ever afters, tell me, where does the poison go? Though you may have awakened me from oblivious existence and shown me the way to live as a princess, pardon me for my occasional transgression to something less than royalty, for I have seen true darkness, and I know what it's like to have it inside you, eating away at your core, preventing you from shining your brilliance. Do you think you have escaped it, Sir Charming? At the moment our lips touched, I knew I wasn't alone. See, you also haven't escaped the guise of evil, cloaked in something much more profound. It causes you to belch it up and scour these things, or even overpower you with brief fits of nausea, but denial is not the proper formula to prevent it from returning. The first step in any revolution is a personal one. So if you truly abhor the evil you battle, do not be afraid to recognize it in your own reflection. Let me say it again. While you are out protecting your subjects, acknowledging the dangers that lurk in their lives, look first at the evil that peers through your mirror. That witch seems to prefer lies, and you already know what happened to her. This is the one with no music, Marv. This next piece, I used to, in a group that I'm involved with, the National African American Club, we used to teach a GED program at the Martin Luther King Project at 13th and Fitzwater. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the city or unfamiliar with the area, they call that place Little Saigon. It's really interesting to see how so many of us can be packed together in a place and all of that hate can just feed upon itself, and how self-destructive it is to our communities. And we were there one night, and two little teenage boys got in a fight, and by the time we got outside to really check out and see what was going on, there were 6 cars, 2 paddy wagons, and this woman cop with a shotgun. And it affected me a lot, so I wrote this next piece, and it's called Ghetto Rhapsody, inspired by an incident at the King Project. The dance begins sometime after sundown, and since there ain't no crickets in the ghetto, the melody is a brassy mixture of mostly unnatural sounds. Young hustlers in steel-toe boots, in between rounds of craps, spend hours two-stepping to the crash tink of broken glass. Shattered remains of hours spent toasting saints with crooked eyes and puffing enthusiastically on herb. The wonder drug leaves them in a haze of momentary, thankful forgetfulness. I love you, Mary Jane. Lips move seductively and boisterously, trading sound bites of herb philosophy. Swapping stories on the stoop, more about death than life, and about clothing designers' ideas of manhood, or maybe the last piece of ass waxed skillfully, then legs sprayed to release phallic streams. Fountains of youth spray against ghetto walls, just another night of flow with no purpose. Dance with me, come on, dance with me, baby. Dance with me, come on, dance. Child lips part in delightful squeals of premature freedom, unsupervised curiosity. Burning streetlight now, a beacon to boogie instead of warning of sleep approaching. Little feet shuffle and prance, mirror image struts of grown folks. The once forbidden street corner, now a dance floor for these juveniles, their parents more decidedly delinquent. These babies are bumping and grinding, dancing machines, oh baby, move it, baby. Frenzied gyrations fueled by junk food sugar rushes. Distorted senses make broken glass tinkle much more attractive than lullabies. See them out on the streets at night, walking, picking up all kinds of strangers. The price is right. Voices of queens raised in semi-melodic pleas, offering pleasure for big savings at their expense, painfully unaware of their actual worth. Making percussive taps with spiked heels on concrete floor of jungle, accentuating beats with ugly synonyms for bodily orifices gained from the tunes of hip-hop wannabe gangsters or patois from dancehall raga. Some girls are freaks, rough and dangerous. Punani gets serious. Length of skirt and fit of blouse, requiring no concentrated effort from male wandering minds, now intent on the business at hand. Laughing nails stepping sugar daddies into depths of beats like hedonism, hot and heavy, short and meaningless, Pavlovian response to governmental suppression intensity. Don't y'all remember Tuskegee? Nearly free exchange, but who really profits? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come through you? Red and blue strobe lights spin from the tops of mobile units occupied by uniformed bouncers. Their presence quite familiar to the partygoers, this game of predator and prey. But who's who? Both are armed and dangerous. Both choose targets dark in hue. When the shit goes down, you better be ready. Bouncers scream angry epithets with cacophonous intent. Their motions unsurprisingly rhythmless because they're not hired to dance. More discordant phrases are hurled, batons are raised menacingly. Don't say no. Blackjack's only welcome on a green velvet table in Vegas. And the beat they want to play is sure and funky. You can't get to know better days unless you make it through the night, baby. These kids, too grown to be children, now seem smaller, vulnerable. These batons don't twirl like the ones in parades, do they? The spindly, formerly boogieing legs scramble, suddenly preferring the feel of grandma's bosom and kisses on tucked-in foreheads to this jitterbug with forces who see nothing cute in their footwork. It's too hot, baby. Gonna run for shelter, gotta run for shade. The queens on parade now make beelines for hiding places. Their casual saunter now transformed to stifled hurry through skin-tight spandex. fighting for mobility and clothes designed for advertising only. Painted lips pursed to defiantly growl and nails turned to battle talons, should have bounced to try and taste the goodies with no intention of offering any compensation other than claims. Makes me wanna holler the way they do my life. Bouncers and corner-bound brothers exchange territorial glances. Past the stoop sitter now transformed to Lion King, night watchman. Dilated pupils now show faint glimmers of actual manhood, fighting for lucidity through anesthetized senses. Steel-toe boot, squarely planted, now reaffirms basic human rights. See, we don't need your permission to sit here. No grave shall hold my body down. This land is still my home. Ghetto air grows thick with electricity. Won't take much more than a slight agitation to stir an itchy trigger finger to action, scratching for some kind of release. The neck hair stands at attention on ego window watches. Even the stars seem to be peeking from behind the skirt of Mother Nature, not wanting to see what happens next. Some say man ain't happy truly until a man truly dies. Oh, why? Head bouncer and boy dancer now do a street corner tango with arm muscles taut like guitar strings. They distrustfully circle one another. Once again, the hunted and hunter coagulate. Till gung-ho lady enforcer approaches from sidewalk with shotgun fixed on corner-sitting brother's face. You see, she was never into ballroom dancing. Told street corner boy his dance card was full and the band had been sent home. So the wise thing to do would be to follow their lead. Catch my drift? Lately, trouble is a flowing heart, and I don't know if I can last. The now emasculated Lion King soup-sitting boy dancer, not impervious to bullets, reconsiders an instant urge to pimp slap the lady and force a holy bitch. And with a dramatic pause for reflection and barely noticeable nod, indicates his boys should come along to find another less monitored place to do their thing. Here's a chance to dance away out of our constrictions. As strobe lights fade into distant night air, Promada releases uneasiness unknowingly sustained, jumbling the rhythms that were danced before with such lightness of step. It's so much easier to lose yourself in the music than to face it. Battle Royale has been postponed for another time when the dancers' tempers are far less agreeable and their weapons more closely at hand. This love thing can be real complicated sometimes. And as women, I think we often try and find ways not only to say it's over, but to convince ourselves it's over. And us poet type people usually don't really work it out until we write it down some kind of way and get it off our chest that this really bothers me. So this one, frustrated, confused, upset, I mean pitifully alone. Then you became the fabled savior in gleaming armor, tall, dark, and handsome, sent to save me from the perils that threatened my serene existence, and I worshiped you. I let my hopes and dreams of passionate coexistence conform themselves to your silhouette, and I trusted you. I sheltered your fragile ego in the palms of my work-toughened hands, and praised all of your futile efforts at immortality, because I believed in you. And I endured all of your lies and your infidelity simply because I loved you. I didn't put on a helmet, I didn't wear goggles, had no knee pads, and didn't know I needed seatbelts to save me from you. There were no flashing lights, whining sirens, childproof caps, or certain general notices to prevent me from trying you. So when I fell to the ground clutching my chest because of the pain you put me through, I was more than a little shocked. And at that fateful moment when my heart crashed, landed, and burned, I realized then how much I must truly love you. Because only real, true love can take a perfect, good, intelligent, sensible black woman and reduce her to this useless ball of emotions that she has no clue what to do with. Tears only give you a headache to accompany your heartache. Calling a friend just makes you rehash the things you are already so desperately trying to forget. And breaking things, though therapeutic, only creates a mess that you'll have to clean up later. So after all the antics, you finally resolve to wrap all of that emotional garbage up in an industrial strength taxi bag and toss it into the grand shithole of romantic insensitivity to try and forget it. Because it's gone, technically. But you never quite forget the stench, and they still haven't developed a container strong enough to prevent it from coming back to get you better. Thank you. Ooh, all that clapping must mean somebody related to that one. That's I'm done with the attitude stuff now, make it soft, you know. Because you know, brothers, I love y'all. I really do.
All right.
I do. And I don't think sometimes we take enough time to tell y'all that. So, stuff in my book, Honey Drip Slowly, Virgins and Black Seduction, if anybody's interested. And so I want to do something that's a little softer. And I'm actually going to do this first one for Jill, since it made her reminiscing. This one's called Love Hangover. Y'all remember that song, right? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Wanna know why my smile is so wide? Cause I've got a hangover I don't wanna go. I'm drunk with the sweet smell of the sweat from the African prince lying next to me. His powerful shoulders engulfing my pillow and my person, with the soft sounds of exhaustion and satisfaction in the movements. Yes. I've got a terrible hangover, terribly exciting, tingly, and warm, as I carefully examine his chiseled frame, ebony against my satin sheets, with an expression of peace washing over him like the tide, and my kisses washing over him like mist in summer. Oh yeah, it's a serious hangover, seriously passionate, sensual, sexual. As I flash back to that recent moment in time when his hits and mine would be blurs on the screen, exploring his obscurities and indulging my curiosity, making a beast with two backs, arousing primeval hormonal tendencies, making me weak with desire. Ain't got no cure for this hangover and wouldn't want it if there was. I'll just sit back and bask in the afterglow. Uh-oh, he's awake and he's smiling like me. Wonder what that means. There's this psychological test. I don't know if you all have friends that are like psychology majors or things like that, but people ask these things all the time. You're supposed to give how you would feel or what animal you would be, these different kind of things in certain situations. And one of the questions that one of my friends gave me was, if you were anything other than human, what would you be? And I told him I wanted to be a thunderstorm. And he asked me why. I said because as many people fear them, as they're fascinated by them, they're powerful, and they have a beauty all their own. And he said, that's really interesting, because that's supposed to be how you see yourself sexually. And I said, oh. But I do. I really love thunderstorms, and I wrote this next piece as my testimony to thunderstorms and the power of something sensual. So this one is called Here Comes the Rain. Drip, drop. God's clouds are crying tears that fall and drip, drop. Leaving leaves and blades of grass wet with glistening pearls of liquid sunshine. Drip, drop. Pitter patters splatter my window and then drip, drop. Tiny rivulets across your forehead. Drip, sliding down across my breath, making puddles in my body, valleys, drip, drop, licking tongues that search for greater moisture, drip, drop, wild exotic jungle juices, volcano erupting, river flowing, drip, drop, lightning perceives the thunder's rumbling, drip, drop. The smell of green invades the room and drip, drop. Nature's perfume blossoms through you, drip, drop. Tasting nectar of passion fruit, drip, drop. Riding city locked in tight embraces, drip, drop. Weatherman's neon warning signal flooding in low-lying places, drip, drop. Perfect rhythm for horizontal tango, drip, drop. The tide is high, but I'm still holding, drip, drop. The waves come crashing down to sounds of drip, drop. Don't stop. Step on the steps and just a bit. Stop it. Really. Too important, I'm out of here. This one is actually not an original piece. This is written by a buddy of mine, but I was so impressed by it that I called it a day, and I said, I've got this audience that I think you should really have this shared with, and he said, go for what you know. So this is written by Qool, Lucana, Omar, Lasana. And the Lasana part is what we concentrate on with this particular piece. It means poet who sits by the sea. And this is something he wrote called Mahogany Hours. Summer flowers are more beautiful in the moon. Shades and shining seem soft and plain. Charcoal painted shadows, playing whisper tunes, sweet and dusty dancers dance in breathless air. Morning beauty music charms chocolate clouds, for angels know there's magic in mahogany hours. In mahogany hours, the fact is the act is black. In mahogany hours, there is black holes and black souls, black space in a real black place. There is no too black or few black, just you black and you black. In mahogany hours, there is beginning, endings and circles, and full rooms of black love, coming and going and growing. Black dancing to jazz and blues, some James Brown and Aretha, you make me feel. Oh yeah. In mahogany hours, there is tempting and testifying. Well, went out yonder all by myself and I couldn't hear nobody pray. In mahogany hours, ain't no G thing, it's your thing and my thing and our thing. Niggas become warriors and kings, blacksmiths, lawgivers, truck drivers, and plain and old stay-at-home daddies. Men who try to turn their ships around, and sisters crying only to give him birth. Being the vessels of life, bearing the pain of becoming gods, mothers, teachers, givers of light and hope, being the ones who know, the ones who remember in that great getting up morning, the music, the magic, the musty of mahogany hours. And this last one has come to be a bit of a signature piece, and it embarrasses me so much that I always do it in the end so I can leave the stage quickly. As I told you, the title of the book is Honey Drip Slowly, and this is the poem that one comes from. This poem is entitled Ambrosia. Ambrosia, as defined by Webster's New Collegiate Dictionary, is ointment or nectar of the gods, something exceedingly pleasant to taste or smell. What a beautiful mouth you have, complete with the mischievous dimpled grin and full lips, perfect for nibbling me. Polished ebony like finer wood, smooth with rougher edges, lead foreplay, laid together teasing, my mind designing clever ways to feel, please you, me. I feel your hand grab my, as you move even lower. Ooh, you coax my mountain toes for a sip of my ambrosia. This nectar of the gods, my God, you sick, liquid, sticky like honey, drips, slowly pouring down into you, whispering soft, nasty things down there where the walls have no ears. Hot, tight little spaces and I'm wet, sweat beads pour down and drips wet, my honey drips slowly, sticky, sweet, and rosy. Now my drips, puddle, lakes, rivers, oceans, and you dive to taste and roast. Arched backs, pointed toes, perfect form, warm tongue, probing, tipsy, laughing, singing, humming, asking, am I coming back down from being up, back down to this place, face to face. Kissing you, tasting you, me, my ambrosia, what of you not? Thank you.
Give it up again for Stephanie Renee, y'all. Deep sister. I'd like to give props to, I think they're in the house, I'm not sure, Indian Production. Who's Indian Production? Right? Is that you right there? Give props to Indian Production right there. She got it going on. Also, the Desperados, they ain't in somewhere. Desperados, they over there trying to look on the instant over there. Desperados, you might see them on their channel 6 going over there, you never know. Desperados, I think big props going out to the Desperados. Also, there's some University of Pinky in the house. I want to give props to them. I saw them last week. They had a poetry slam, which was all in. Stephanie Renee was performing there. Give props to them. You know, go to school there or something. Also, Temple's in the house. I know Temple's in the house. Is Temple in the house somewhere? I know they're somewhere in this show. I don't know. Cheney's in the house. I know Cheney's definitely in the house and all that good stuff. Let's move right along. This next cat, man, his brother's bad. He's performing things going through all the time. That's his home. He performed on the weekend. He is in Buttamilk Worldwide. His CD is coming out next year with a Patriot Jazz Ensemble. He also worked with Charles Stanley. I mean, his brother is bad. I can't say it to everyone about his brother. So, let's give it up for brother Wadu.
How y'all feeling? This first piece right here, you have to excuse me, I'm a little cold today, so excuse my voice. This piece is entitled Infidel, and It's about how we as men are socialized in this society, in this country, to believe that the more women that we do in school, the more macho we become. And if the shoe was on the other foot in the case of a woman doing the same thing, then she, of course, is considered a hoe, so forth and so on. And of course, two wrongs don't make a right. Listen. Slamming the doors to her soulmate's pleasures of the day is silly Pastor Peter Coffman's home. To needle some secondhand roses playing love songs backwards, sign up later. Like the third scene from the Misguided Light on Channel P, starring Rex, the faithful nymph, and his fiance, the little blind girl named Mayson. Hold up right there. I want to let you know that I'm sensitive. Letter, as in L-E-T-T-E-R. Dear Dave, I'm sorry for causing y'all pain. You see, I've never been taught to love or even to tell the truth, just to win. You see, when I came into this world, I was wrapped in ice blue, man's color. While you were placing pink, like a low blue ball, the expression that can't go on. Please save that melting sound. I'm faithfully yours. Take it. You guys understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? It's important. You know, this is the first time I've been here. The Blue Moon. This is a very nice atmosphere. And it's important to me. And it should be important to you as well. When you hear poetry or you hear someone speak, to don't just sit and listen and be entertained by the sound of what you hear, but try to get something from it if there's something to get. Okay, leave that which you don't like and take that which you do. I have about a half an hour. I'm sure I'm going to say some things that some people aren't going to like. So leave it. Okay, leave it. But if I say some things you like, then take it with you. Okay. This speech right here is entitled The Whole Poem. And it's about a situation that took place on Parish Street in North Philadelphia. I was coming home late one night, studying at Temple University. And so 1:30 in the morning, and I was driving my car south parallel to Broad Street up to the 16th and 15th, and I caught me on Parish Street. And Parish Street is between Duhart and Philadelphia and come down. And the young lady, she was a piper. She came up to the car. She was attempting to sell herself to me for $5. So we had a conversation from the red light to the green light. And this is how it went. The red light watches in the Qool night on 16th and Parish. Telling folks to stop and see us in this dark northern part of Philly with the sound of night people traveling in the backs of shadows. In the alleyway, in the houses abandoned by the government, I paused. My sympathy buzzed in its two tones of paint. On white lines, almost went away from the street light. From behind the river fire hydrant, formed the young mulatto sister. Instantly in her language, she politely greeted the way lights command, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" "I'm alright, sweetheart," I replied. "How about a blowjob this evening? Just the same nice night, that's eyes, sister. You watch yourself. It's dangerous out here." "Yeah, you got any change you can spare?" Moving closer to the car, but I'm blinking her eyes to see what it was. "Just $5, baby, anything you want, just $5, please." She pleaded me to deep terms vile and disgusting as I could for $5. Didn't realize that I was her brother. Nah, baby, that's sad. You watch yourself. It's dangerous out here. She paused. And looked at the traffic light and still panic knowing her time was running out. Gently touching my arm as I rested in the window, her hand shook. with a message of desperation telling me, I need to be delivered, brother Jesus. Look up my back and down on your heart. The light jumped to green. I looked into her eyes and something was very right at the beginning of a few tears. You watch yourself. It's dangerous. Now feel wrong. For real. This next piece, and also let me know on time because I'll sit here and be here until tomorrow. This next piece is entitled Hardcore, and it's about that supposed hardcore image that says that if you bald headed like I am, if you look like you can kill somebody, and you all that, you ain't got to be able to do it. But if you just look like you can kill somebody, and you got it going on, if your pants are baggy, and you dress like you just got out of prison, like we dress, like you dress. And you all that, you see people. One of the largest destructive forces on this planet is not the largest destructive force, it's the media, it's television. It tells you who to love, who to like, who not to like, how to look. It's more influential on our lives than our own parents and even our religion. And the deep thing about it, we're not even hit to the game. You see, you can make anybody a star, but shit ain't that. Don, I said, Don, when we leave here, I'm gonna take you to New York. We go to MTV, and I take Don to New York City. I leave here tonight, take me to MTV. I said, Don, I want you to go on MTV and put your shirt on. I want you to say, my name is Don. MTV, check it out. Baby the Black, the videos come on. But right before he goes on, I take a pair of scissors that my brother Alan loaned me. And I take his shirt, I twirl it like this, and I kind of hold it. So he goes on, he says, my name is Don, MTV, check it out. Bring the Black, the videos. He does that every day for about a month or two with young people is out there. Cutting holes in shirts and getting Don's autograph. Okay? And so I tell him, I said one day, I said, Don, I bet you $5 behind camera that you wear your pants back and young people do it. And Don says, hell no, ain't no that stupid. So Don puts his pants on backwards. His name is Don, D-O-N, MTV, check it out. Fade the Black, the videos come on. Put the other people out there. And make it look good. And make it look good. You see? If they can get you with your pants backwards, as they do, they can get you to do anything. And they do. Okay? So this piece right here is entitled Hardcore. Imitation makes sound. Imitation makes sound. Destroy black boy creativity. Turn them into pistol whippers or family members if there is no people leave. Imaginary talent recycles young folk over and over with a hip lifespan of 2.34 records. Boom. But he was real about on the cover of Rap Weekly, bald head with a snarl, spit hanging from his lower lip. Financially secure and severely angry, his job was to keep black boys put towards prison. So he dressed like convict. Or at least he was told to dress like convict because that's what's so famous. Incarcerated clothing, droopy jeans, oversized backless with drawers, showing IQ sizes and learn symbols of power strapped to the front of his collar. Let me hear the ladies make some noise. Somebody say, oh, yeah, they told him. You see, they told him he'd be sexy and hardcore. If he could stroke a girl or drink a boy, he must have kept their tongue. video dreams. Put a gap in your mouth, baby. Put a gap in your mouth. So he called himself Sexy Man. Big Daddy All Peter, Smack Machine Money Maker, G, love you too much, bitch, nigga, ever. Him on medallion with spell words. A cold with an X-Curl commercial for young people following white folks to explode. Him had a chainsaw in the projects. Like a black gimmick with no trees to cut. Negro rapper boy. One of the worst. I believe not his mind. Let me get respect from other people's dreams. But you see, the source of hip-hop flows in the pockets. White folk tell us they're spending money on what they won't pay for the black boys. We're paying for images of anger and laughter of something. So when we split some of your bald-headed skull, we'll be able to justify it. Now stand over there in that corner of this big bottle with gun in your hand and say cheese. Say cheese, baby. So America's Most Wanted poster without your album covers. You see. When you own the circus, I mean, you come out the pocket, paying for the circus. The clowns have to dress the way you want them to dress when they come out before. Where was the clown? No other group of people on earth will allow their children's images to be portrayed as something so insignificant. Death row is the label that carries me. Unpayable baby driver. Baby. This is kind of fantasy. And I wrote this on the 4th of July, 91. And I was sitting up in my apartment before I had air conditioning. And I live on the 3rd floor. And I'm a poor man. A Ricker. And got ladder. Yeah. And so it's hot as hell, heat rising. And my neighbors, they were barbecuing and would have pork pieces. And the smoke was elevated, coming to the grill and would have, think about that kind of money and rent the whole thing. The TV was on channel, I think it was 35 or something. It had reruns of Eyes of the Prize on. And, black folk getting hosed down and would have dogs, children. And, I just was frustrated, so I wrote this piece, Fantasy. Smoky concepts. Smoky concepts of what the world is about. Fill the beliefs of the people trapped in a lifeline to each other. With racism floating through the air like the stench of pork ribs in a 4th of July birthday celebration, someone fast, the barbecue sauce. A society built on handshakes of dishonesty and smiles. A political philosophies called phonyism. While time jogs toward an all-out sprint, and we move closer to the ultimate death, concrete stupidity. So stupid that when you think about it, you get stuck there. Yeah. You get stuck there. You see the king of this racist country, the line in your face after spitting it forgive. Wipe off your cheeks and vote for him because he's seen his first lady kiss a little Negro girl who's snapping her nose spoon. How could a cowboy like Ronald Reagan and active get voted to the highest position in this country and become the grand dragon's dragon at the falling asleep on television more than once, even cue cards that been blood by devils he didn't even know. Negro shit, you dreaming constantly, talking spit like our ancestors died for. No, they were murdered in hopes if you kick some ass about control some. Now turning towards die with people to take over mind, not a stagnation. You see, seems like the more we vote, the worse things got. Get what happened to the movement? What happened to the movement? It ended with the first rape committed by a slave master producing an extant child. It ended with the acceptance of God being a white boy in sandals. But the first house slave believing he was better than his brothers and sisters, believing that he was special. It ended with the first hair perm straight in black minds in the direction they hate themselves and sisters. Sisters should have whooped C.J. Walker's ass for inventing the straightening code. It ended with a fight for an American dream in your mind first and your wallets second. It ended with the march to be equal to, accepted by people who stole you, controlled you, and corrupted you inside and out. It ended with the dream. It ended with the dream to be equal. A dream of equality, but equal in what way? In the pillaging of other nations and the destruction of nature, molesting the air with toxins while pumping bomb moving onto the front porch of fish. Equality in deck level decadence, basic filth of the mind and spirit allowed to animals on weekends. Equal how? To be treated fairly by capitalism while being controlled by elite controls who happen to be mixers. So you can buy the same car, live in the same house, and sit on the same toilet with Uncle Sam. Every single children to the same schools to learn how to read history in a black face or white. The movement never started, it jumped overboard and refused to be enslaved and was eaten by sharks and drowned. It ended back in the day, assimilation killed the movement. The adoption of the people who enslaved you concepted freedom, free like sisters. The women got control of their own fashion, screaming about equality while wearing skirts designed by masturbating white boys 2 inches beneath their vaginas, instead of 6-inch heels to shape their legs for exploitation born in America, but they really don't. Nah, the movement never started because we never were allowed to be us in America. We don't even know who the hell us is in America. Just look in the mirror. You guys take it easy and drive safely.
No problem, what I do, y'all. I give props to Buttamilk Worldwide, giving up the big cool wall in the back, over there falling and whatnot. Also, this Mafia, this pretty well that, you know. This pretty well Mafia, this man right there, Buttamilk Worldwide, props. Over there chilling. I don't even know it. Now, Marv, you got some career going for us, right? You got something going on. You got the roots in me out style. So it's key for you. You got the routine on, come back with John's song and all that good stuff. It's Lovely in the house. Lovely, what's up, girl? She'll be out no less than, give her a year. Fabulous singer, kind of like an R&B type, a little funk jazz in that zone, so check her out. Let's give her props. Mad Talent to the house. She's also a headliner, also big props to Sisters of Black in the house. Where they at? Yeah. Big props going on in that house. These next two females, actually I was at this barbecue and I met these two females and they were moving in the living room, getting it on, you know, like, what they doing, you know, I'm about to leave, I said, what they doing? And they was blowing me out. I mean, the poetry that was going on, I mean, it was straightforward and all that good stuff. we kind of took them under our wing, you know, it was like, through the Thunder Roll Line, got Clark in the house, you know. They got it going on, dynamic duo, deep, rich, dark, and all that good stuff. All right, give it up for Scott and Clark, y'all.
Say hello, y'all.
Hello? This one working. Hello, hello. Got me?
How's everybody tonight? I am Jill Scott, and I am Tiffany Clark, and obviously we are from Scott. Tonight, we are going to share with you our words of expression, so get your seatbelts on and enjoy the ride. The first one we're going to do tonight is it's called One of the Reasons, or AKA the hookup poem. His stiffened rod of manly flesh roughly stabbing my tonsils like excited lies waiting to explode. My head rhythmically bobs up, then down as a sweet coercion for him to spill his 10,000 lips. His sexual snot leaks from the side of my lips, and we both sit, me clearing a tattered throat. He watching his tip drip. I asked for a sip of something strong and wet to cover my pungent, cum-stained breath. He offers me nothing but the money that's owed and quickly guides me to the back door of the upstairs. See you later, baby, I say as the door slams in my face. I turn and then walk, hearing the sounds of locks locking. He said people might leave out of his precious space. But damn, just that quick, then he is another sorry-ass trick. Ooh, baby, mama wants to suck it like a tick. He likes the line I kick, but he asks for the cut, and you know customers want. So he pulls out his piece, and I reveal my dry cleats for him to savagely enter. Downtown, back alley, in the cold dead of winter. But it don't matter to him or to me. He's getting his shit off. I'm thinking about the extra $15 in my food. This is the fifth motherfucker tonight to feel frustration to me. Ain't it a bitch that the only way I get paid is with the twitch of a fat round switch when he pays the rent? Fuck it. My life is crooked and bent and ways those church girls just can't understand. God took my hand, felt the heat, and let it go. This is just one of the reasons I'm saying before you can experience. Diary of a Black Woman's Blues, but unfortunately, that's a chapter in the diary. Nobody knows blues. Your blues, his blues. As a result, should we use what we've been taught, or what we as black people stand to lose? This is the diary of a black woman's blues. Ladies sing lyrics of yesterday's Monday, while humming about the slave mentality, praising God. Can't stop them, they're on the move. They're looking towards the future, listening to ladies of yesterday's tunes. Days are long gone since ladies sung songs. Her blues was contagious. She led a life that was courageous. Your life, my life, the spirit was fresh in the world's mind, the spirit of kindness, the spirit of love. The one thing we as Africans valued, and that was knowledge from above. But today we give praise to a name we now know in vain, the God in which we trust. Can I love my black brother the same? The meaning of a dollar. $1 in his pocket, hundreds in a man's wallet. Private school, such for equal rules, has not been a reality for me to see. Nor is the sunlight that tans them with all royal soil nasty. How can I see when my eyes remain closed? Closed to the windows of my mind, including my soul. In-house lays, homemade grapes, picking cotton under the scorching sun while her master drinks his lemonade. They spot and shade, and say she lays to rest, dreaming of the days of sucking milk from her mother's breast, winds blowing freely. Mystery unveiled, light prevailed, just a child of a non-speaking God. No one, including I, meant to leave them all alone. This fairy tale of life we thought they could handle on their own. Now my child sings the blues. No big news. Should we use what we've been taught, or what we as black people stand to lose? This is society. My views. Then suddenly, I turned around. The room became dense with air that I could not find to breathe. There he walked through the door with my soul within a red holiday inn. He walked like a lion and had the heart of a panther, but of course, my heart didn't know any man of this caliber. My virgin daiquiri heart was fresh. You know the type of fresh when you run into your favorite lover eating ice cream in September and he only calls you in the dead of winter? Yeah, that type of fresh. He had eyes of a talking mirror and then those snow white eyeballs and dreams. You can see his voluptuous lips saying the most virtuous lyrics of poetry. The first thing out of his mouth is your body is fine, your complexion is a vintage champagne. Your eyes are saying to me you want me. I had to say quick, because this is true. And a brother that knows this knows exactly what to do. So I yelled over to the bartender and I said, excuse me, what is this man? He said, what should you do? Maybe I'll be able to plan in and I'll go right through. Meanwhile, I was over at this cat, laying his hat out so that everyone could sit upon his tail as if I wasn't what I was. I said, eyes upon this man. It was like me finding the missing pieces in my life's puzzle. I walked over to him and I said, excuse me, what is it that you're doing? He said, I am drinking a big black woman and a little the cream to swallow her complexion of color. After he said this, he didn't have to go any further. So he proceeded to tell me what vibe he was thriving off of, and he let me know where his nation lied and what Kenneth he did his life to die for. But by this time, I started thinking of my second chance to live. And this boy already started to weaken. So I called over to the bartender once again and I said, excuse me, could you kindly change the circle out? He said, no what? Since I live, for the first time. That's a listen. So I focused on his moving up to the keys with his 3 pieces into the button. And I realized that it was love on my mind. I had found my return. It is at this moment I give witness to a black God. He's making love to this black God as me, truly naked from the world's misery. He took my hand and asked if I wanted to dance to the song of life played and performed by the orchestra, and he said, I began to wallow into the deeper world of willows that lied upon his chest like the weeping children. He checked me with every caress that is known to mankind, licking my chocolate nipples with the taste of honey that attached and made lovely, lovely time. In other words, I love you forever until my death. He was my southern comfort, bro. He was my southern dream. My blue temple stood sheer the light to thank you for being so hospitable by kissing his body tonight, so that he could catch that a perfect night. Any man survives to another. Then as months go by, you know me, I tried to take it to a different level. So I proceeded with the woven rapids of my energy flows deep, deep down in the valley. People told me every show, hey girl, I love this man. I'll do whatever I can to keep it for as long as I can. When I told him this, they said you couldn't make the drink double. One day I came home from work and into the room. There stood my man with another man named Margarita holding my favorite room. His hair is raised up in total shock. It locked down my eyes and chained down my heart to finally witness 2 fine black ass rushing into each other's arms, dripping chains of saliva that would keep any dog from me cold. This drink was strong. It was definitely wrong because it was not what I asked for. It took the very breath of life I dreamed to have, the very taste of life I would die for. This is something I wanted all the women in the world to drink. Hopefully, it will provide you with nutrients to sit back and think. But when I was young, I never wanted to taste the taste of loneliness. I should have just drank cold water like my mama told me to put my taste buds in. But no. My cute pina colada ass wanted sex on the beach every night. A slow storm of rocks, gin and sex. Then I would wake up to a tequila sunrise. Now I just settle for a cup of cranberry juice filled with mixed with wishful thinking and a bartender to come fill my order with insolence. So ladies, make sure the man of your dreams rests upon your shores, the rich foam that only you would adore. I would hate for another to drink that than which you thought was yours. Leave the aroma of your mind lingering on the tips of that man's tongue. If you can get him to digest this drink, then girl, the man of your dreams is definitely in love. Bar talk, ladies' last call. surely, I walk away from this love still slightly high from our last encounter. Poor me, knowing about the other she in your world. The she who sits atop the saddle when I'm not riding away into dreamy sunset. But still, like a perverted freak, I beg to touch it, wanting it dying to caress the body that was once happily in my possession. All the while, you try to convince me that her cum-stained thighs are only reflections of my insecurity, that the fault did not lie on trifling her or disrespectful he, only on broken down, loveless me. Stupid me. So grateful for the way he made the pussy purr, I wasn't the finest in the tire, but I feel he's singing sad songs of you didn't love me enough and you weren't on my side. But was it better to stick our life together in her hole when all you needed was to confide in me? Your supposed love, the one who listened to your dreams and took time to care? How could you have that bitch in your arms while my settling was thick in the midnight air? While my lips and tongue constantly shake the words, I love you. Oh, the shoes. I was there, blindly, stupidly there. You don't care. Cause she now quenches your thirst and plays in the soft locks of your cheek. My heart screams in pain from the rip, yelling, keep on saying, girl, just keep on believing. But my mind whispers a strong song. I take a step, concentrate on breathing.
We're going to try and do this one for you. This one will be together. So.
Sisters still stand. Sisters uniting. Sisters crying. Sisters fighting. Fighting for their life. Walking to work, catching the bus. And those pleated skirts, dealing with the man's everyday flirts. A taste of forbidden fruit is the bittersweet taste he leaves in her mouth, that remains in her heart, that throbs in her working for $1 that is worth 15 cents. He playing her pancake, making her black children sick. He paying her week to week, making all black men weak. Now realizing the power that resides in her insides, but hell, sister, hell. Our sisters never die. They walk, then they rise. Who does my sister have to make her laugh? We as black women know we are all that we have. What a foolish grin the man has to bear. There's nothing funny, but everything is fair. Since the beginning of time, we have offered the forbidden fruit of truth, filled with substance of knowledge, education, deprivation, frustration, midnight sensation. The power of black women is devastating. So, I pose a question to the men of the world. Where do you stand? I hope it's in the creases of God's almighty hands protecting women in the world. I stand in the shadows of my sister's sorrows. I stand like my sister, anticipating and waiting for tomorrow. I stand with my sister forever and ever. I stand, then rise, but leave her side never. Sister, still stand. Stand still, little sister. Your sister and my sister. May God continue to bless the black woman in her image. Over at this cat, laying his hat out so that everyone could sit upon his tail as if I wasn't when I was. I said, eyes upon this man. It was like he finding the missing pieces in my life's puzzle. I walked over to him and I said, excuse me, what is this that you're drinking? He said, I am drinking a big black woman in Kahlua, take the cream to swallow her complexion of color. After he said this, he didn't have to go any further. So he proceeded to tell me what vibe he was thriving off of, and he let me know where his nation lied and what kingdom he would give his life to die for. But by this time, I started thinking of my second chance to live. And this is where the rest is starting to lead from. So I called over to the Lord to the once again, and I said, excuse me, could you call and change the first of my life? He said, no worries. That's all right. So the first of time. That's all right. So I focused, so he moved the levels of keys with his 3 keys into the button. And I realized that it was love on my mind. I had found my return lover. It is at this moment I can give witness to a black God. He's making love to this black God with me. Truly naked for the world to live. He took my hand and asked if I wanted to dance to the song of life played and performed by a orchestra. And he said, I began to wallow into the speaking world of willows that lied upon his chest like the weeping children. He checked me with every caress that is known to mankind, licking my chocolate nipples with the taste of honey that attached and made lovely that made my time dead. And that was the words, I love you forever into my neck. He was my southern comfort, bro. He was my southern rain. My blue temple stood and cheered the light, but thank you for being so outstanding. I kissed anybody tonight, so that he could catch that a perfect night. Any man survives to another. Then as months go by, you know me, I tried to take it to a different level. So I proceeded with the rolling rapids of my energy flow deep, deep down in the valley. People told me every show, hey girl, I love this man. I'll do whatever I can to keep it for as long as I can. When I told him this, they said you better make the drink double. One day I came home from work and into the room. There stood my man with another man named Margarita holding my favorite woman. His hair is raised up in total shock. It locked down my eyes and chained down my heart to finally witness 2 fine black ass rushing into each other's arms, dripping chains of saliva that would keep any dog and me close. This drink was strong. It was definitely wrong because it was not what I asked for. It took the very breath of life I dreamed to have, the very taste of life I would die for. This is something I wanted all the women in the world to drink. Hopefully, it will provide you with nutrients to sit back and think. But when I was young, I never wanted to taste the taste of loneliness. I should have just drank cold water like my mama told me to put my taste buds in things. But no. My cute pina colada ass wanted sex on the beach every night. A slow stew on the rocks, gin and sex. Then I would wake up to a tequila sunrise. Now I just settle for a cup of cranberry juice filled with mixed with wishful thinking, and a bartender to come fill my order with influence. So ladies, make sure the man of your dreams rests upon your shores, a rich foam that only you would adore. I would hate for another to drink that thing that you thought was yours. Leave the aroma of your mind lingering on the tips of that man's tongue. If you can get him to digest this drink, then girl, the man of your dreams is definitely in love. Bar talk, ladies' last call.
She a wonderful storyteller or what? She just takes you on a ride. The next one I'm gonna do is untitled. It's untitled, but sadly very, very true. Slowly, surely, I walk away from this love, still slightly high from our last encounter. Poor me, knowing about the other she in the world. The she who sits atop the saddle when I'm not riding away into dreamy sunset. But still, like a perverted freak, I beg to touch it, wanting it down to caress a body that was once happily in my possession. All the while you try to convince me that her cum-stained thighs are only reflections of my insecurity, that the fault did not lie on trifling her or disrespectful he, only on broken down, loveless me. Stupid me. So grateful for the way he made the perfect her. I wasn't the finest in the town, but I feel he's singing sad songs of you didn't love me enough and you weren't on my side. But was it better to stick our life together in her hole when all you needed was to confide in me? Your supposed love, the one who listened to your dreams and took time to care. How could you have that bitch in your arms while my settling was thick in the midnight air, while my lips and tongue constantly shake the words, I love you. Oh, the shoes I was there, blindly, stupidly there. You don't care. Cause she now quenches your thirst and plays in the soft locks of your feet. My heart screams in pain from the rip, yelling, keep on staying, girl, just keep on believing. But my mind whispers a strong song, a deep step, concentrate on breathing.
We're going to try and do this one for you. This one will be together. So.
Sisters still standing, sisters uniting, sisters crying, sisters fighting, fighting for their life, walking to work, catching the bus, and those pleated skirts,
dealing with the man's everyday flirts. A taste of forbidden fruit is the bittersweet taste he leaves in her mouth, that remains in her heart, that throbs in her throat.
working for $1 that is worth 15 cents, playing her panty, making her black children sick, paying her week to week, making all black men weak. Now realizing the power that resides in her insides, but hell, sister, hell.
Our sisters never die, they walk, then they rise. Who does my sister have to make her laugh? We as black women know we are all that we have.
What a foolish grin the man has to bear. There's nothing funny, but everything is fair. Since the beginning of time, we have offered the forbidden fruit of truth, filled with such sin of knowledge, education, deprivation, frustration, midnight sensation. The power of black women is devastating. So, I pose a question to the men of the world. Where do you stand? I hope it's in the creases of God's almighty hands protecting women alone.
I stand in the shadows of my sister's sorrows. I stand like my sister, anticipating and waiting for tomorrow.
I stand with my sister forever and ever. I stand, then rise, but leave her side never.
Sisters still stand.
Stand still, little sister.
Your sister and my sister.
May God continue to bless the black woman in her image.
Thanks for that song, man. Xander was going through. I was cool out, man. I was mine, and I was like, yeah, you know, Steph. But you was what up, so who's gonna be? Of course, you know, Steph and Renee, what happened? We got up this cat was like, I'm getting on my house, getting this big, you know, this thing's out there. He has his own book called Fly Girl. Fly Girl, right? Correct? From your nation has DC in the house. Give it up for Omar, Tyree. How y'all do? My palms are short, so I gotta do at least 3, because, you know, it ain't gonna take on the finger snap, you know, so. I ain't got no long ones. Alright, just to open everybody up, this quick one, without any music. It's called Is It? Is it all good when all we do is talk about our bitches and our hoes and getting our dicks sucked on Saturday nights while we smoke blunts and scream, fuck the police, who are consistently beating our ass? You gotta get yours, I gotta get mine, but is it all good when you gotta kill me and put me and my homies out of an illegal business of green and hot assets
that all eventually end up back inside the hands of the man in blue. And while we don't stop wanting psycho roughnecks who drink 40s of St. Ives, the system of white supremacy continues to pimp us and our macadocious fantasies that we claim as reality to get PAID. Is it all good or is it? Now we can let the music start. This poem is called Dig This. Good evening, brothers and sisters. I hope we all have strong hands, strong shoulders, and strong minds here tonight, because I'm ready to offer you all a shovel. A shovel to dig up on all the tragic situations going on inside the black nation. First of all, I would like to dig up on our black fathers, because see, it's a lot of trash talk about daddy's walk. But I love my daddy, so can you hate my daddy, can't dig up on that. I got my daddy's back, even though he didn't raise me because I'm alive. And I dig my stepfather who dug me enough to dig into his heart and his wallet while digging out a pathway to my survival. I'm not trying to belittle the women in our lives, but see, we really need to dig up on the struggles of black men. Dig our grandfathers from the American Depression era and how, despite poverty, they dug out a house and a home. But today, many of us brothers need to dig up our noses. Yes, dig up our noses and search for the gold. Dig up to your brain and pour down some intelligence. Make your life relevant to the black cause. Develop some skills and confidence so you can get yours. And by the way, stop talking about your back and your balls and colorful silk boxer drawers. I wear them too, dig that. Some brothers need to dig up their butts. That's right, dig up their butts and pull out some courage. Seems they've been getting kicked in the ass too long. You know. Yes sir, right away sir. You know, that's why I got my own shit, dig that. And we all need to dig into our pockets and support black business. And while brothers will always dig the sisters, we need to dig inside our wallets and protect the future. Until that is, you're ready to dig the lifestyle of being a correct husband and father. So dig me while I'm digging you, brothers and sisters, and let's all understand that we gonna be daddies, and we gonna be husbands, and we gonna be leaders, sooner or later. So dig this poem, and straighten up so we can all fly right. Alright, y'all gotta bear with me on this one. I'm trying to memorize poems, so I just got into this. This is only my third night doing poems, and I used to have a big time memory, but now, like, since I've been writing so much, I kind of let that memory stuff slip to the side. But if I want to get to the real poetry stuff, I want to be able to go ahead and ramble like 20 straight without looking at a piece of paper, and that's some heavy shit, but that's what I want to get to. So you really have to perform it. So I'm going to go ahead and perform this one. And this is for my girl Kari. She said not to embarrass her, so I'm not going to point to her. I guess you know who she is when I go sit back down. Okay, this one's for Kari, my girl Kari. You know, I had this crazy ass dream the other night that my arm was broken. And it's no big deal. I mean, even though I never had a broken arm before, I figured it'd heal, right? Until I had to get up 6 feet tall using only my left arm to put on my shoes and pull up my socks and tug up my jeans. Shit. But then you know how dreams transform, because next thing I know it was all, you know, nice and warm and I was fully dressed and outside. And the fellas were playing football. And usually I would be one of the first to get picked. But on this day, I didn't get a call. But I figured no big deal. I'm 25 and I'm still alive, so I don't have to play tag, you know. Playing football don't make my damn day, even though it used to. Then images flashed, And I was inside this furious man-child fight, 10 years old again. But my right arm was broke, so I couldn't use my right. And when you got both hands, you know, you can defend yourself. And then you can do all kinds of fancy tricks. But with just my left, man, I was getting my ass kicked. So now I'm ready to wake the hell up, because I can't let myself get all beat the fuck up. But then, you know, I calmed down, because inside my dream, it's nighttime now. And you know, as an artist, you get those bugs late at night. Well, I'm sitting up with my pad, trying with all my might, and I'm about to go insane, because I'm scribbling out some weak shit with my left hand, not able to keep up with the powerful thoughts shooting out from my creative brain. So now I start to scream and squeal and shake like a madman trying to get free. Shit, goddamn, help me out, Spike Lee. Wake up! Wake up! And then my eyes popped open, and who did I see? But my baby curled up right next to me. So I pulled in tighter with my good right. My arm wasn't broken, and everything was alright. And she had a hand placed across my smooth chest, and then she asked me, did you get enough rest? And then I smiled and laughed all wide, you know, because I felt real warm inside. And sometimes when you think about things that don't work, and my thing was working, I had to realize that without my baby Carl right by my side, sometimes I really do feel like I'm broke. Thank you very much. I hope I ain't embarrassed.
Alright, so give it up for Omar, y'all. You got it going on. Yeah. You're embarrassed what that man. It's done to him. Yeah. I think for you know, since you came up to me and said, yo, what if you don't want to do this or something? Yo, bring it on, yo. I opened my mic and like, nothing later, she said, nothing later. Sister played with me. Temple University, where's Temple at? Temple got to go out there, you know what I'm saying? Study English and Japanese. Okay, let's give it up for Dion Williams.
The front two run good for you. Brand new styles like Kung Fu. And rip this from the front to the back. To all my people, where you at? I know you get you and I get
I usually don't do this for adults my age unless I'm really close to them. I usually copyright my material, keep it in the drawer. But I thought that tonight, because a lot of the poetry was very relative, I thought I'd give homage to my grandmother who died when I was 11, and I think she symbolizes Black motherhood. She never had any children of her own, biologically, but I think we all know a Black woman as a teacher or a neighbor that has taken us under her wing and always given us some very dysfunctional. It's called Grandma's Hand. I wish a child knew early the value of life. I thought you'd always be there to make those hot peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, to give me those cold glasses of powdered milk, to rescue me out of the vacuum I locked myself in, to give me a kiss that left that sweet scent of you. Your perfume, your lipstick, your face powder, your shaky voice of quiet thunder. You, always the same, always mine. Many years after you've gone, I realized when I go to your house, I will will never hear your hands open the box. I will never see your hands folded in prayer, on your knees, with me by your side. Your clean brown hands will never make me sandwiches or bring me milk. Now you, always never. And it breaks my heart to know I can't really remember your face anymore. If I could just kiss your smooth cheeks and tell you I loved you, more than the birthday cards and money, more than the fried chicken and cream corn dinner, more than the Dixie Cup sundaes for dessert. My heart would not be so heavy. Wait for me, Grandma, and I will serve you tea with my hands in the afternoon. This next poem I wrote is called I Can't Remember. Before I went to Temple, I went to an all-white school in the mountains. I don't know, I just went there for the money. But one of my, I don't think I can make it kick. And I just read a James Baldwin novel that talks about a character named John. And John was a character that reminded me of myself. It said that he had made it out of his cycle of poverty because he had two things that he cherished: his hatred and his intelligence, one feeding the other. And there was a lot of things I hated. I hated being poor. I hated having to go to school away from the money in the mountains, people that couldn't understand who I was or where I came from. And this poem is just a recollection of all that I've been through and all that I expect in the future. And so the future in the end is summed up in one sentence. I can't remember. Was I a child? Before I was 10, I dreamed of death and dying. Would there be room in heaven for all the poor folks like us, teasing death by trying to live on welfare, eating pancakes and frying pan biscuits for dinner? My mother was so busy worrying, she didn't have time to love herself, a man, or us. She never had time to make friends. She was always so scared, and still is. So I remember being a mother to her, wiping her tears, making her laugh, giving her my babysitting money, throwing her birthday party. I remember being a father, cleaning the pavement of snow, taking my sister to the doctor, helping buy her school supplies, shopping for snacks and diapers. But when was I ever a kid? With a future besides fear and shame, with a dream besides food, clothes, and shelter, with an active parent who cared about my school, with a court system that protected me from incest and rape, with a friend my age to attend a birthday party I never got. I can't remember when I was valued a child, not in history, not on TV, not in grade school or college textbooks. I can't remember when I was a child, but my child will remember.
Give it up for the sister, y'all. Give it up. Yeah, University of Pennsylvania, right? Correct. Okay. We have a student at the University of Pennsylvania. Even law school, you know how that is. Law school. Let's give it up for brother Baye. Yeah. Give it up for him, y'all.
This first one's kind of disturbing, actually. And I think it has a little bit, doesn't have actually anything explicit to do with rap, but we need to think about, I think, what's happening in our families in terms of love, appreciation, how we're developed, how men and women are actually developed in their families. In particular, it has something to do with me. After I went to high school, I went to the Army for 3 years before I started college. So this is something I had to deal with. Last time I worked at Auburn State Prison up in upstate New York, and I talked to a couple of brothers, and they were just telling me some of the trauma they dealt with from their families. And what happened was, because of this, I was forced to deal with my family history and what that entailed and how that developed me. So just listen to this, and if you have anything to say about it, they don't want to make you come up and talk to me. You know, here's the question. How could you hate me and want to breath me? Your presence intimidated me, like all the other women in the family. All you were overbearing and powerful. You walked into closed rooms with other women and had conversations that excluded me and Daddy. The only other male in the family that was 7 women. We were the bunch of those scourges that you played with in different places throughout the house, depending on your company, of course. Different men, you're equal, all you were powerless. Play at their disposal. Sheets of notebook paper easily cut, compacted, and written upon. But in your hands, I was the clay, the moldable toy, and attempt to use, create, and think of you own. You figured that since I was clay, moldable, at your whim, you can easily cover mistakes with squeeze and caress there. But you forgot, however, that even though I was moldable, my scars healed. I hated when you get home. Slam doors, yelling, screaming, and hollering. Your entrance is as frigid and painful as winter. Open door and running away, skipping into the sky, jumping and running, landing somewhere, anywhere but here. I tried staying around, but you summoned me home. I tried staying with Aunt Jeanette, but you demanded my return. I tried staying with Aunt Jean, but you came and got me. I knew my father was underworking my presence, even though there was no hatred between us. There was no interest. At 16, I planned my escape. I rushed down to the nearest army recruiter, signed up. I said, "Send me anywhere quick. I defend the country, but I need protection, space to go, and warm, friendly comment. I'm ready and willing to be a man, but I don't know how." He nodded and smiled simultaneously. Whiskey to Hawaii or California, young fella, where the palm trees sway and women are promiscuous. All the thought of you and him, and then to keep warm and Central Alaska. This is a poem by one of my loves. Our first embrace was warm as a Our first embrace was on a hot summer's day. Steamy, sweaty, yet radiant. Your hands moved across my body and took me, caressing every indent, cooling me off at the same time, fanning my passion. With one nibble on my ear, you moved me from the sun's sweltering heat to the banks of the shallow stream. I enjoyed this. I basked in this. I laid down in the shallow stream, allowing the cool spring water to rush over my body, between my legs and over my chest and through my mind. I'm playing now. You washed away the sweat and replaced it with a refreshing, brilliant day. The title of this poem is Happiness. This is my poem about pain. I'm so tired of this fucking place. Up here in this white ivy tower, trimmed in elderly Negroes are preaching redons, actions, and other folks that want to be right. Inside and out, people are looking at faces do not and cannot care about the existence of humanity, much less me. Who take the pull on their nose and snap their fingers with a push? I will be gone. Yeah, me. Who family's not called Jack and Jill's masturbation house. Who not think it's cool to be poor. Who think it's correct to load up and blast the fucker who raped his mother, who's been raped his sister, who killed his father, who cross-raped his brother, who lied to his sister, who spit at his cousin, who looks wrong at his friends, just because they are act-free cats? Yes, me. I think that all white folks got problems, not just the conservative ones. Kill those conversations with those liberals. Take them racist practice out your means. Take your mama tell you not to eat straight animals. They'll follow you home. Close that damn door. Lock it. Bolt it. And place an armed guard there. Because we must control. What are you going to do for your people? Are you going to want to hide like a southern? You selling us out. You selling us out. After we protected you, march you, strike for you, kill for you, and now all you want is a job. We dedicated our lives, our children's lives, the betterment of us all. And now all you tell me next week's racist is, yes sir, we stood by painstakingly hoping that when you reach the top, you'll pull us up with you. Only for our displeasure to find out that you're the top and nowhere the top that we were aspiring for. And when they let you into the room, where they keep the secure jobs, the fat bank accounts, the prestigious schools, the right woman, and chunk land and out to go home, and they can't told you to make a choice. And you smile arrogantly before you told your white woman, Negro, this is your final calling. If you're not going to assist us in our struggle, after we envelope you with love, protecting you with our spirits, incarcerating you with our devotion, if you're going to distance yourself from us after all that and say, I don't know what's wrong with you, I was going to go, but I ain't like them. I'm civilized. Then you too must fall. Then you too will get shot at, marched on, beat down, pissed on, called up, harassed, and burnt. And you, with your white woman and our stolen resources, will be buried in peace.
Everybody, yo. What up, yo? Last tour coming up, yo. Last tour coming up. Got it going on. So many things going through. And so we're going to try to serve them. Let's give it up for Omar.
Could it be that, ooh, I'm getting hot feeling?
How they say what's up, first of all. First of all, I'm into hip hop, and I rhyme. I'm an MC, but I also do poetry. And it's like a little bit of the old and the new, you know what I'm saying? Old school, new school, like that. First of all, my first piece tonight will be a short piece. So it will be called Why Ask Why. That's one of the biggest questions I think that as African people here in America and throughout the diaspora, we have a problem with why ask why things are happening to us as people. Just say this. Why ask why? We were the kings and queens of civilization and are now some of the beggars that you find on the street. Why ask why? We were taken from our homeland, stripped of our language, culture, and God. Why ask why? Over 100 million of us died during the Middle Passage. Why ask why? We are considered to be 3/5 of a human being in the Constitution. Why ask why over 38,000 black soldiers died in the Civil War alone? Why ask why our ancestors were lynched, beaten, castrated, or killed by their slave masters? Why ask why? We were supposed to receive 40 acres of the mule, but instead we received nothing. Why ask why? They conducted the Tuskegee experiment, but yet many of our brothers and sisters ended up dead, mysteriously. Why ask why? Them old good old house niggas sold out some of our revolts and freedom runs and their own people. Why ask why? We were forced to play the roles of minstrels, coons, and spooks. Why ask why? That in the 60s they tried to distinguish the Black Power movement, and in the 70s they were passing us off for black exploitation. Why ask why? During the 80s, drugs, AIDS, and black on black crime started running rampant in our neighborhoods. Why ask why? Who's responsible for the Atlanta child murders? Why ask why? Frank Rizzo kicked ass in the 70s.
took responsibility for the bombing of Move in the late 70s and early 80s, and croaked in the 90s. Why ask why? Mandela was recently freed and spending almost 30 years in prison. Why ask why? Brothers and sisters, you really want to know why? Because you's in America, nigga. You's in America. Peace. I told you I was in hip-hop and using my voice and roots and everything like that. I want to give props to everybody in the hip-hop nation of Philly. This one is called Kaleidoscope. Check this out. I hope to be getting signed soon, so just check this out. Alright. Colors blind me as if it was the night. What's up with this picture? It don't seem right. What am I supposed to see? What does this mean to me? This can't be reality. Is this a world of peace and pleasure? As if it was an undiscovered treasure. Is it a real world utopia? Wrapped and packaged like a cornucopia. Color shining bright for a world breaker. And the 9-4 for having instituted racism. Cause we're looking at the world through a different type of scope. Made us look at it through the kaleidoscope, yeah. Sit back and look how long they ran. Isn't this fear of a black planet? That's no nonsense, I'm telling you the truth. Your love was alive and I got the proof every morning, The sunrise in the east, family enemy in the belly of the beast. Not fearing our foes, in the least transmitting my thoughts with paper and pen. I let my mind be my weapon, because power is knowledge, and knowledge is power. Say the peace signs and say the flowers. Just prepare yourself for the shock of the hour, cause it's time to end this lecture. Push your plan and God's coming to get you. Tired of being lynched with the same rope. Ain't being hung by no kaleidoscope. Peace, I'm out, y'all. That's all about the name of Sun.